Mahalo, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. Let me know how sound is today. Let me know if I'm too loud. Let me know if I'm too quiet. And I finally get to catch up with you guys because if you've noticed, it's been a minute. It's been a little minute since I've streamed. I've been drowning in house stuff, but I'm finally have a Sunday free. I will not be free next Sunday. Because I'll once again be drowning and stuff. But how have you guys been? Welcome in Holt, welcome in Lottie, welcome in Blaze Snowflake. How are you guys today? Hey Honey Key, how are you? It's so good to see everybody again. It's so good to be free, having a free time to do stuff and not be like, wow, my chimney is leaking water. That's not good. That's not what we want. Welcome in, Poe! Oh my god, why can't I pronounce Boost? Welcome in! Oh my goodness. Ugh, I am just trying to, like, take a minute to be like, I'm free. This is the first Sunday where I've not been like, I have stuff. I'm like, it's just a Sunday. I could wake up late. Ida Colley's good, thank you. You have a free Sunday, singular. Truly singular Sunday. Truly the only Sunday. Free. Oh my god. Also, Holt, for some reason, YouTube keeps translating everything you say. So I was like, why does it keep saying weird stuff for you? It keeps translating you specifically. Like you said hi, and it's like, it translated to you are noble, and I was like, that's not what they said. YouTube, please. Welcome in, Kirby Cakeys. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna start off by just working on this Eclair GIF because it's an easy peasy one, but potentially, I wanted to do this like a month ago. It's the 20th anniversary of H2O Just Add Water, and all the episodes are on YouTube, so I might do a watch along of episodes 1 and 2 because I think they kind of have to pair them together. But like, woo! We could do a little watch along in a minute. I really wanted to cover H2O, and I was like, maybe I'll do the Summer of Mermaids this year. I sure won't. I sure didn't. I sure didn't do the Summer of Mermaids because I didn't have time. I have been absolutely swamped with crazy house stuff. Because nothing could go well. It all had to go wrong. Oh! This is like nearly perfect. That means I have to do less work. Yippee. Hey. That's not what I want. Not that though. Let's make you a little bit tinier. Welcome in, Leo! How are you? How are you feeling after last episode? I literally thought it was like, this was a whatever episode, but I started reviewing it and I was like, oh my god, my brain is exploding with ideas. My brain is exploding with theories. There's so much got opened up. Pandora's mystery was opened. Goodness. And I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Kirby Cakeys. Yet so many things have happened ever since. Yeah, I know. I literally, like, I need to write down a list of everything I would talk about because there's so many things to talk about. And then I get to stream and I'm like, what did I want to talk about? Like, there's over a month of content to be talking about. Help, the translation thing is weird. One time in another stream, it translates the user's name as Black Eggs. What? What? I don't even know how we get here. Hey girl, I have a guess on what Luluka's new transformation device to Kiarkana. My guess is that top of Lily Rod. That would be so cute if they named it similar. And thank you so much. I have to know what I'm so bad at currency. SEK. SEK. What is SEK? Currency. Currency. What country is that? Swedish krona. Swedish krona. Thank you, Joe Jonathan. I can say this. Johansson. Johansson. Am I getting it right? Please tell me if I'm pronouncing things wrong. I do not want to get people's names incorrect. Johannesson. I don't know why I keep trying to add another vowel in there that doesn't belong. I didn't watch the new episode until midnight because I was hanging out with friends. That's so valid, though. That's so valid. The episode was nice. So many things are happening. I know. The gears are going. But I liked it. Yay! Oh my god, I made the biggest mistake last night because before the episode dropped, a friend, like, randomly was like, hey, come hang out with me. I pay for sushi. And I was like, free sushi! I wasn't gonna say no to that. But afterwards we were like, let's go to this little cat cafe, and we did. And then I got matcha, and then I have never in my whole entire existence like been very reactive to anything with caffeine in it. But I had that matcha, and I had it at like 4 p.m. I sat there at 2 a.m. staring at the ceiling like, why am I not asleep? I had to take melatonin. I had to take a lot of melatonin to like try to knock myself out. I did not sleep well last night. And I was just like, but why? They put some extra caffeine in that. They put too much caffeine in my matcha, because I was like, I'm so awake right now. I can see the universe at 2 a.m. Yeah, you're pronouncing it right. Good, good. And if I ever pronounce anybody in chat's name wrong, just keep correcting me until I get it right. Just keep correcting me forever. I need to watch the episode yet, but now that Eclair arc has ended, I think I'm going to be a little bit more chill. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, we're done with the Eclair arc, and now we're in the Arcana Shadow Evil arc. Which I hope doesn't last. Well, it's probably not going to last more than a month, but I think we got a month of that. Yes to free food. Yeah, it's free food. Theory crafting has not ended for like a month. I always feel high if things I'm saying are actually correct, right? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I think last review I had a pretty solid theory. I think I was onto something there. Listen, I have a lot of terrible theories. We may have had the Nansushi theory, and we let that be. My Nansushi theory will stay. But there was another theory I had, and I think it was really good. I think it was a pretty quality theory, TBH. Okay, we have 2 panels of this. I also have to figure out, because I've not been making stickers. Believe it or not, I haven't been doing the streams. I've not been doing stickers in the interim. So I have a little bit of a backlog for that. But I've been very on top of my GIFs. I think I'm an episode behind for doing Goodbye Laura, which Goodbye Laura, I don't even know if I streamed when Goodbye Laura started. Love Goodbye Laura. Super, super good series. I've been doing GIFs for that, and then I've caught up on I take it back. I caught up yesterday on the last Precure episode. I have not done this episode's GIFs yet, and then I will upload those. Whew. And then Clippy, because we switched from Tenor to Clippy. Clippy's been super behind. So if you're not seeing any of my GIFs populate on Clippy, it's because Clippy is super duper behind on the approval process. But Giphy is always up, because my stuff gets immediately approved for Giphy, which is convenient for anybody who cares for a GIF update. With the Claire arc, I was so hard to escape spoilers that I just watched the episode at like 2 a.m. because that's the hour for the Spanish fan sub I follow post the episode. Oh my god. You are living on the edge. Living on the edge over there. Alright, this was the same, so I can just copy and paste this mask. And paste. I also don't think stream will go entirely too long. I am expecting people who I told not to call me during stream, so eventually they will be calling me against my will. And they'll be like, we gotta do things, because I always gotta do stuff on Sunday. I think my niece is coming into town. Oh, that's one of the things that happened 2 weekends ago is my nephew came into town. And instead of doing a stream, I went to a Bluey concert. So I now visually can say that I've been to a Bluey concert. I had fun with that. I'm also going to be like, toot my own horn here. I am the best aunt in the universe because to be fair, I did not go to a lot of concerts when I was small. I think my first concert I ever went to, I was like 12 or 14, and I'd gone to Hilary Duff as my first concert, which was a great one. But I didn't go to concerts when I was little, but when we went, the few times I've ever gone to a concert in my youth, my parents would not get any of the merchandise. But to be fair, back then they only sold t-shirts. I got my nephew everything. I got him a Bluey sweatshirt. I got him a Bluey light stick. I got him a Bluey what's it called? Headband that had little Bluey ears on it. I got him a ball. I got him a stuffed animal. I went all in on my Bluey paraphernalia for my nephew. I ran out because we had gotten in there so early, and I went into it, which, by the way, if you ever go to merch lines at events, they're usually terrible. They're usually the worst thing in the universe, and they suck to sit through. I went to the Sailor Moon one in New York. The lines were terrible, and they had no products. And we got there, we were in a 30-minute late. We were pretty far up in the line we could possibly have gotten when the doors opened, because we had to basically race the mob. Dude, there was nothing. there was nothing, which I do think they sold out all the merch the concert before mine, which is BS. They didn't save any light sticks for us. But it's so inefficient. Terrible, terrible management for concert merchandise. The only place I've ever gone and they've had good merchandise lines ever has been Pokemon. Pokemon consistently is unbelievably good at managing their merchandise. And now Bluey. Bluey had the most efficient merch line on the planet. Like, they were whipping people in and out of there, and I was like, oh, is this what good customer service is like? I didn't know we could do that. And much less Bluey. I mean, I guess the Australians must know something. It was an efficient line, and I was like, I didn't know we could be this nice. I didn't know it could be this fast and efficient and good. Dude, Bluey had it on lock, man. On lock. Oh my god. Do. Thank you for funding me with pre-cured gifts. I got good reaction images for my friends now. Yay! I'm glad they're getting used. It actually, oh my god, whenever I see people out in the wild, like on Twitter and stuff, using the gifts, I'm like, I made that. Yeah, I'm so terrible about it. It's like me taking credit for the series. I was like, I made that gift. Thank you for using it. I'm so bad. But yeah, I see you guys out there using the gifts, and I majorly appreciate it. Now that Eclair's identity is revealed and we got a Korea focus episode, I wish Anna and Mikado get... We had gotten the promise. I don't remember who it was on the staff, but we did get the promise from the staff that Mikado is supposed to get more plot relevance, which I assume has stuff to do with her mom and her grandmother. Hilary Duff. Yeah, my first concert ever was Hilary Duff. It was a good one. We also were like 14 rows back because whatever family had bought tickets for it, they locked in. For my first concert experience, I remember very, very precisely that I was row 14 from the front. The things I remember. I imagine Mikadu's grandma being the big bag. That would be such, like, we've had grandmas in the franchise, but they've always been kind of good. Because we had Tsubomi and Yui's grandmas both be relevant to the series to some degree. It would be crazy if she was evil. I doubt it, but... You know, never say never. Like, we had an evil cure this season who's, like, not, like, any other type of evil cure. It was very exciting. It's still very exciting. Bluey Lightstick. The Bluey Lightstick was funny because originally I wasn't going to buy it. Because I was like, oh, my nephew, he inherited something from my brother, which is the over-obsession with electronics. Like, if you put anything that is powered by electricity, that becomes his personality, and everything else melts away. That's the way my brother was in my youth, and his son is exactly the same. So I got the light stick, and oh my god, I was like, this is a bad idea. And my mom's like, no, give him the light stick. He'll love it. It will be so fun. And I'm like, I've got a sneaking suspicion he's going to be suspiciously like my brother. And the like play started and everything, and like the Bluey theme song is usually what makes my nephew go feral. But instead of him being excited about the theme song, he just sat there and kept turning on and off the light stick. He's like, oh my god, this light stick's so cool. And eventually my mom had to confiscate it. She's like, he's not paying attention to this concert we paid money for. And I was like, yeah, you gave him technology. Of course he's not going to pay attention. He is like his father. He is not. He's locked in. You've lost him. But yeah. Buying Bluey merch for family is so cute. Oh my god, my mom also gave me hell because I gave him, I got the bingo headband for his sister, and then I got him the Bluey headband, because he's like the biggest Bluey fan on the planet. And my mom's like, you know, headbands are kind of for girls. And I was like, kid is like 3 years old. Let him wear the stupid little headband. He was so excited. He was so elated to have the headband. And I bet you anything his sister will just steal it. His sister will 110% steal that headband and be like, mine now, yoink. Because he's going to lock in. He's going to lock into his little Bluey stuffed animal, and he's going to lock into his Bluey light stick. And apparently he locked into his Bluey sweatshirt. So my brother and sister-in-law, when they presented us the child to take care of, they didn't give him any like long sleeve things to wear. And so we got into the theater, and I was like, feet are cold. when I was buying the merch, I was like, theater cold, me buy sweatshirt. Me buy Bluey sweatshirt for nephew. And then the next day, because he was back with just my parents, they went to like a park or something. They went something outdoors. And they took a picture because they've been sending all the pictures to the like family group chat and stuff. And my sister-in-law was like, it's 100 degrees outside. Why is he wearing a sweatshirt? And my mom was like, he will throw a fit if he doesn't wear that sweatshirt. I gave him his new hyperfixation. So he did like the sweatshirt in the end. I was worried he wasn't going to care because kids don't usually care about clothes that much. But he was like, this sweatshirt's my new personality. Will he die of heat stroke? Also a problem, but he liked the sweatshirt. I'm a great aunt. I went to an aunt concert. I'm so jealous last year, and some of the merch was so expensive. The merch, oh, dude. I may be a good aunt to my nephew, but I do not want to disclose how much money I spent. The light stick alone, too much money. Too much money, I'll tell you that. It was way too much money. Merch is like the main income for Pokemon after all. It is. You'd think the Sailor Moon people would have done better. I've also heard like Hololive concerts, or Hololive stuff has been pretty bad with merch, and so has, I think they've gotten better, but I think the first few rounds of the current, like, Miku concerts coming to the States have been abysmal. Like, they brought, like, I remember there was a whole controversy where they had 10 light sticks, or, like, they had 50 light sticks total for, like, the entire tour, and then they were like, huh, we should get more of those. And it's like, yeah. Light sticks at a Miku concert? Yeah, you should probably have enough for the entirety amount of people that showed up, and I promise you, you will sell them. Like, if you want to take the extras and sell them online, you will. Otherwise, just the staff will sit there and scalp it. Let's be reasonable. But I was like, it's a light stick. The light stick is always the #1 bestseller. You got me all messed up, not thinking that would sell well. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Oh my god, I went to the Sailor Moon concert in Chicago and the line was so long it wrapped around the building. Luckily, me and my bestie were first in line. See, that's what we attempted to do for New York, but I genuinely think they were out of the light sticks from the concert the day before, and they sold all the ones from the day before and didn't hold any for the day after, and it made me mad because we were like, the New York one I think was one of the very last Sailor Moon concerts in America, and I was like, why are we getting the short end of the stick for this? I did get a t-shirt though. I did get one of the last t-shirts, and I was like, good. I at least have my little, like, tour t-shirt where it listed all the, like, cities that they went to. But I was like, I'm never gonna own the Sailor Moon light stick, because the aftermarket for that stuff, it's either non-existent or it's abysmal prices. Like, I think I saw one going for, like, $1,000, and I was like, absolutely not. There are some aftermarket prices that I can mess around with, but once it reads 4 digits, honestly, over, like, anything over $400, I'm not gonna mess with, depending on what it is. Even $300, I don't think I typically aftermarket above. I don't know. I have to look on my eBay and see what's the most expensive thing I bought before, which is probably a Madoka figure, but there are limits to how much I'm willing to spend in the aftermarket. There are some Grail figures that I look and I'm like, $400 ain't for me, chief. Yeah, $1,000. It's terrible. Absolutely abysmal aftermarket. Abysmal aftermarket. So many theories are wrong. So many theories are wrong. But I stand by my Shutaku theory because I still hate the Shushutanza scrunchy theory. I hate that they wrote it that way. I'm not gonna sit here and apologize for my Shutaku theory. I think it would have been better writing. But yeah, there's been some crazy theories, but I think it's fun. I think it's crazy to have really insane theories because it gets the creative juices flowing. Also could inspire, like, nothing's cooler than when people get a theory wrong and somebody gets so upset about it that they sit there and write an entirely brand new story based off of the way the other theory goes. Like, that's how so many, like, that's how so much of, like, popular literature goes. It's like, you foreshadowed a ship that didn't end up happening, and so they were like, actually, I'm gonna write my own book with that ship. It's so funny. Mikado episode foreshadowing made Tante about to be more excited. It's gonna be cool. Be a good plot twist. It would be. Evil grandma. Oh, yeah, that's right. Mashido's grandma and Honoka as well. Good catch. Every generation has their sleeper agent theme song. Truly, there is some crack cocaine in the Bluey theme song. Like, that kid, the second it comes on normally and he's not distracted by a piece of electronic technology, he is headbanging. He is like, oh my god. Like, you have to take the child and you're like, shh, calm down. What theme do you wish to get in the future for Precure? My big two is art. For me, it's art. And a season with the 4 seasons. I love the 4-season one. The fan 4-season stuff is so good. 4 seasons would be super duper fun. I'm very much art. I feel like art is the one that's gotten overdue. For the longest time, mine was like mermaid themed or like ocean themed, and we got Tropical Rouge. And now I think we're on to art. I am glad they did detective, because I was like, it would be probably smart of them to do a detective season, and then they ended up doing it. I thought they were going to hold off longer, because it's like, did people usually associate detectives more with guys? But I think they did such a good job doing a detective season. I'm glad they did it. I think that puts more potential on the table for them to have a dinosaur season. I know there's a lot of people who are like, we want Precure dinosaurs. I was like, I think they could do it. You know, if they could do detectives, I think they could do dinosaurs. Dinosaurs aren't just for boys. They could also go with like the chicken accuracy of it. Have chicken themed cures. Cure chicken. Cure Gojira. Cure chicken. I never got a concert in my city, just a part of the country nobody cares about now. Technically speaking, I don't know if we're talking about Bluey or Sailor Moon. I assume we're talking about Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon never came to my state. I think the closest one was 5 states over. I had to go to New York for it, but I go to New York all the time for work, so no problem heading back up to New York, which I need them to announce the dates for the Madoka movie, because I was going to go up to New York because all of my Madoka friends are in New York. Actually, one of them moved to Boston, but most of them are in New York. And I was like, if Madoka comes to the States, I will go up to New York, but I want to pay for that ticket ahead of time, so it's not $1 bajillion. I want to go watch it with my friends in New York. I was like, that's where all my Madoka friends are. I try to get local friends to be into Madoka, but they're not biting. It's very depressing. I was like, but maybe the queer community here would be there. They don't like Madoka. They are exclusively like heated rivalry and then like aggressive BL, and they're like, we don't want no Madoka. And I was like, no! Where are my Madoka gays? They're all in New York. Oh my goodness. Let me make sure I catch up. It was a win then if he doesn't die of heat. Yeah, honestly, my nephew, he was like, he's like, I'm gonna wear this sweatshirt and it's gonna be my personality and I'm not gonna die. Yeah, welcome in, Good and Sun. If I have not said hi to you, hello, I hope you are doing well. Kids, oh, there was a notification, I didn't see it. Oh, thank you. Colors for an art theme season: rainbow, white, green, blue, purple. I love this. Maybe red. Ooh, red would be a great mid-season. I love this. These are great colors. I want this color palette immediately, actually. I'm very fond of this. Sign me up. Yes, thank you, Joel. I very much appreciate it. Making sure I catch up on chat before I get too far behind. Kids always have that one item that they bring everywhere. I have an ultra raggedy husky Webkins plush. Oh, I miss Webkins. I insisted bringing it everywhere. I'm trying to remember what mine were. I swapped between a couple of items. I think one of them, though, one of the most embarrassing items that I got hyperfixated on my youth was that we went to a theme park and my brother had won this really terrible like styrofoam alien, but then my brother was like, ew, I don't want to play with you anymore. And I'd recently watched the movie Toy Story, I think like Toy Story 1. And I was like, no, you can't hate your alien stuffed animal. And so I loved it because my brother didn't anymore. And I was like, I don't want this alien stuffed animal to feel rejected. It was like a really cheap, trashy, like generic alien. Like it literally was like a green head, like an upside down teardrop green head alien wearing like Darth Vader robes. And I was like, I'll love you, alien, even if he doesn't. What was wrong with me? What was wrong with me? But yeah, the one thing where I stay winning is that we have to, like, my sister-in-law is very much like, here are the Christmas gifts you can get my children. Do not deviate from the list. And one year I got him a bluey pillow. It's like a convert between like a stuffed animal and a pillow, and that has been his hyperfixation for years. Like if we go on vacation and they don't bring it, he will not sleep. And so I have been winning on the bluey thing. So I'm like, I must continue what I started. All right. If it's the start of a lifelong hyperfixation, I'm guessing it's going to be a trend with your family. Truly. Though now he's going to sleep with a light stick. They always need a small country worth of merch. It's true. They don't bring enough merch. It's Miku. It sells even after a decade. Like, I don't know why they don't just print more of the merch sometimes, because I'm like, there are certain IPs that have not died. It will sell. We love a chaotic theory. Leo is the king of chaotic theories, but they're so good. Merch can reach 4 numbers more expensive than the actual concert tickets. Dude, I don't even want to talk about how much they all cost. Art season is also my wish would slap so hard. I want an art season so bad. Shio, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's hard to disassociate dragons from Super Sentai, but Super Sentai is dead now. R.I.P. Super Sentai. Cure chicken is just cure soul if you think about it. Stop. I hate how right you are. I want a circus theme would be really fun, but I don't know if they'll do it. I'm trying to think if there's crossovers with movies, because Harano Carnival is kind of circusy themed. I wonder, I have to think back on the movies. How many movies are there movies that had themes that are crossover themes with ones that we've had for seasons later down the line? I don't think a movie would truly exclude a theme from existing, but like we had a video game one for Wonderful. I genuinely have to think, like, I guess we had a Sweets themed one for Yes 5 Go Go, and then we ended up having Kira Kira. I guess it doesn't completely disqualify it. But yeah, circus would make sense. Circus would be kind of fun. I don't know how popular circuses are in Japan. I know that like they have all their lore in America. Like American history has a lot of circus lore, and I'm sure there's traveling circuses that happened throughout Europe in the early days. I don't know if Japan really had like a circus phase. For better or for worse. About Madoka movie. I'm so excited for the Madoka movie. Why did the MLM to be fair, again, it's all gay guys in Japan, or not Japan, in New York, and then all gay guys here as well. It's just, the ones here don't like Madoka. The ones up there are like, Madoka is my personality. Oh my god, oh my god, my group up in New York owns like more Madoka merchandise than I do. And I own a lot, I'll put that out. When is it coming out again? End of August in Japan. I think Latin America has been getting some dates. I don't know which ones are which. But I do know that Latin America got like its official trailer and I think slapped on a date. Madoka, I only watched the first TV series one day. I might muster up the strength to watch the movies. The movies are worth it because they are just a pretty seamless transition from the TV series. But yeah, I still have one friend who will not sit there and watch the last 2 episodes of the TV show, and I'm like, we still got another movie to watch before we watch the new movie. But if Madoka does come out in local theaters, I'm dragging his ass. He's coming with me. He made me see Leviticus. I'm gonna make him see Madoka. I'm like, we gotta see the horror gays together. Then again, he's mad at me because I made him watch Iron Lung and he did not like Iron Lung. And I was like, too bad, so sad. My turn to watch another movie. I didn't make him see Digital Circus, though. I did not drag him to that. I took somebody else. And she was a very good sport about it. Ba, 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 ba. Mr. White Guy, welcome in. I think Luluka might be out her skull. She's a little crazy. We don't know what's happening. I desperately need another rainbow here. We do need a little bit of rainbow in here. It's very much up in the air if the design will be good, but we do need another rainbow. I think the only real toy I got as a kid was a Barney plush when I was a toddler. That was kind of scary. I don't even know where it ended up. I think the first plush I ever had was a Simba plush. I think That's the earliest one I remember in my childhood owning. But yeah, I think my parents just goodwilled my toys at some point when I was wee lass. They don't make more Miku, merch of Miku, etc. because Japanese, yeah, they love to sit there and like be like, it's a rare item. It's a rare item over here. They're like, it's rare though. And we don't care if it's really expensive in the aftermarket and we could make more money if we profit off it. It's rare. Like, their obsession with that do be killing me. Where it's like, just some of the stuff, like, they're like, it's rare, and then it's like the dingiest piece of cardboard that they have the files for that they could just reprint. Where it's like, it's not even valuable. Like, I get when they sit there and they're like, we have only but so much ceremonial grade green tea. It's like, okay, yeah, because green tea is an absolute pain to get to that level of quality. But, like, let's be so for real. Things like Pokemon cards and stuff, you can just print more. Like, people are murdering each other over the scarcity. The false scarcity, mind you. Just print more. Like, let's be so for real. We could end the scalpers by just flooding some of the market, and Pokemon Company's still gonna make a lot of money. Because you're just gonna make a new set of cards and it will be rare again. Not sure about Circus, but Japanese people have a lot of whimsy when it comes to Europe. It's true, it could just be a whimsical European one. Like, this whole season, they're like, by the way, did you know that there are detectives in England? And I was like, where's my Nansushi Drew character? I'm not gonna let Nancy Drew go. I get that Nancy Drew was really only popular in America, but hear me out, she was an icon. Nancy Drew is, like, also more child-oriented, and she's such a good influence for girls. Boopity boop boop boo. I also realized that my music I didn't set to loop. We loop back. We loop back. Well. So I do think, since this is going to take forever to do this, in 20-ish minutes we'll do some episode watching. We'll do episode watching, then we'll do our H2O watch along, of which I will warn you, I will be pausing and yapping a lot because that's the only way I can do it. This is like a non-monetized stream, by the way. But I think in order to safely do a watch along, I do have to pause it a bunch and I do have to yap a bunch. So if you're somebody who does not like people talking over stuff, too bad. That's how I have to live. Let's see. Colors for a seasonal themed would be green for spring, red for summer, orange for autumn, and blue or white for winter, and also have winter being a mid-season cure. I'm obsessed. Sign me up. I love this idea. Signed, sealed, deliver it. If the movie are foreshadowing series, I want winter theme park gaming and more France. Just France. France is the whole season. Japan would, though. If anybody would be like, we're just gonna have a whole season that's just like, ha ha ha, un baguette, it would be Precure. I saw the Amazing Digital Circus movie when it came out to Netflix. Ooh, did you enjoy? Morning and afternoon, everybody. Welcome in, Blue Jay. How are you doing today? I hope all is well. I remember as a kid playing Toontown. Toontown! Yes! Toontown. A memory unlocked there. As my first MMORPG, and it switched to RuneScape. Both of them. That's literally... I think my MMORPG existence was... It was... VMK, Toontown, RuneScape. Then Pirates of the Caribbean Online. I'm trying to think. There was like a couple of like random MMOs. I think my sister was into Pop Tropica. And Pixie Hollow. Which they do have Pixie Hollow rewritten, and I need to try it at some point, because I got into the Discord, and I want to play it with my sister. I think that's why I've been holding off playing it, is I want to play that with my sister. But my sister, who's like, oh, woe is me, my job has so many, it has so many hours, and I'm never free, and then I look over and she's like, I'm in Spain, and I was like, sister! What do you mean you're in Spain? And she's like, ha ha ha, I'm in Spain. I was like, I thought you were working a job that's like 500 hours a week. And she's like, haha, but I'm in Spain. She's like, I'm working from Spain. It's so dramatic. It's so hard being me. And I'm like, you're Miss Worldwide over here. And then she's like, tee hee, but work so hard. I'll throw her away. I'll throw her away. Hello, welcome in, Jamie. How are you doing today? Hope you are doing well. They have the power to crash the scalper market, and it's truly evil that they don't. Yeah, they're doing like everything else. I do appreciate that some establishments are like just breaking the seal on the boxes so that they can't be resold. Or like they will be worth less if you try to resell them. I'm glad that they're taking some measures. But like, I hate going into the store and then not having a limit on people, and people can just basically be like, I'll buy the whole stock and then leave. And then you're like, okay, what was the point of coming here today? Like, the last time, and pretty much the only time I've gone to, like, be in line for Pokemon cards was not for Pokemon cards. They had a free code for Shiny Koraidon, and I wanted that. And I was like, I'm not even in line for the Pokemon cards. I want the free thing that's on the table that I could just cut this line and grab, but I'm being a good person. I'm being a good person and not cutting line. But God, the scalpers were really obnoxious to see there. Boo, 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 boo. Please, Precure writers, read or play a single Nancy Drew game. I don't even need much. I need them to have a portrait in the background of one episode where there's a girl with a magnifying glass, and I was like, oh, Nancy Drew. That's all I want is a little... I think I might even at the Toei account and be like, hey guys, could you guys just do a little Nancy Drew homage in the background? It doesn't need to be much. Just shout out to my queen, Nancy Drew. There's one that even takes place in Japan. It's scary though. Ooh. Yeah. One of my friends witnessed Pokemon Scalpers IRL for the first time ever a couple months ago. It's terrifying. Oh yeah, I was surprised when they talked about Agatha Christie, considering the writers are more about murder mysteries, I think. Like one of her books. Yeah, I think the most famous Agatha Christie one I even know of is Murder on the Orient Express, which I'm surprised they didn't do that, because they were doing the cookie one. The one about the cook in the cabin and stuff. But Orient Express is the only one I've heard of. Is Shushuton going to do this thing for the rest of the summer? Rest of the season. I do wonder if they're going to just keep, like, mentioning really popular and famous, series that they, like, mystery series. It'd be really cool if they do, because Shushuton's thing is supposed to be the Fairy of Wisdom, and the only wisdom stuff she's done thus far has been, like, quiz show time! Other than that, her wisdom is, like, lackluster. I will say that. Agatha Christie is really popular in Japan. That doesn't surprise me, because I know that there's a lot of video games specifically that are not Agatha Christie inspired, but or like they're the train one. Because like the Sonic Murder game is based off of Orient Express, to my knowledge. I do know that, like, but Japan, it's one of those things where I can't tell if Japan is obsessed with Agatha Christie or if Japan's obsessed with trains. Because Japan do love a train mystery. We even had a train mystery episode in Precure already for that one with Goemon. Like, trains are just really popular. But to be fair, Japan also has, like, good trains. Cure Baguette smacks you with a 12-inch loaf. Stop. I was an Adventure Quest kitty. Oh, another good one. My Toontown Unwritten is 138 laugh. Oh my god, now. I've had my main since 2014. God, time flies. Dude, I played Toontown Unwritten just so I could see what the ending of the game was. Like, I know that I'd always seen that, like, everybody does a big dance at the end when you've defeated all the, like, Cogbots or whatever they're called again. And I was like, I must know. And I played Toontown Unwritten, and I spent a whole weekend, like, no-lifing the end. But luckily that was when Toontown Unwritten had just come out, so everybody carried me. I was like, carry me, I'm like level 1, but I must see what this game looks like when you defeat it, because this will fulfill my childhood. Like, there's a couple of games I didn't defeat as a kid, and I was like, I just want to know. I just want to know what's up with that. She was in Spain without me, yes, truly. Oh yeah, I remember reading GameStop fumbled that or something. It was bad. Who is Nancy Drew again? Nancy Drew is, like, teenage detective in most cases, where she's just this girl who's smart, and she's not even like a professional detective, but she just travels a lot and ends up in unique places, and then like solves mysteries for the most part. But she's one of those ones that was written during that time period where there's 5,000 Nancy Drew books. Like, there's a lot of Nancy Drew books out there. And then they started making video games with that one voice actress who's very iconically known as the Nancy Drew voice. Which, speaking of which, one day on this channel, I'll play the Nancy Drew games because I think they're all on Steam now. I'm gonna play the 2 that I never finished in my childhood because those Nancy Drew games were hard AF. Man, I had to get my parents to help me and they're like, girl, I don't know what to do. The Nancy Drew games are so hard. And maybe I'll do it before the end of the year because it'll stay on theme. But God, I had, the ones I didn't finish were Shadow Ranch, and I think it's Raven Manor is the other one. And I think they're like right next to each other in game order. But Nancy Drew goes to a ranch where there's a shadow horse, and then things keep happening bad when the shadow horse shows up. Like, people get injured and stuff, and we've got to figure out what's going on with the shadow horse, which, without spoiling Shadow Horse, or Shadow Ranch, I guessed who the bad guy was because I googled it later in adult life. I was like, I think it's this character. And let me tell you, my intuition was 110% correct. I was like, this person looks sus AF. And you know who it was? That person. I was correct. I'm not spoiling it, but I was right. And I'll take that to my grave. I'm like, yeah, boy, I figured that mystery out. No, I have no proof to believe that, but I absolutely was my whole childhood right there. And then I don't remember anything about Raven Manor. I don't even remember there being characters in Raven Manor, to be entirely honest. Got to go. Oh, I'm glad to see you, Blue Jay. Gonna catch up on Detective and watch Wings. I'm, like, debating whether I'm going to see part 2, because they've been making me really upset with their whole AI stuff. So I've distanced myself from Wings, but I do kind of want to see what they finished off for the season. Miraculous and Precure. That would be a good collab. And Toei Animation was originally going to do the Miraculous show. I need to stop saying terrifying. Stop. You think Lulu Cub will get fixed mid-September? I think at the beginning. I think at the very end of this month, she's gonna turn back into Arcana. There's a Sonic murder game. Sonic did what? Yeah, there's the Sonic train murder game that I forget the name of. It's a murder mystery. Like, I think Sonic dies at the beginning of it, and you have to figure out who killed Sonic. Which I always thought was very intense, and I thought it was a fan-made game, but I believe it's an official one. Kind of funny because Sherlock Holmes is the most popular detective, but Orient Express is the most famous story. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. You don't think they're gonna end the season with all the Cures losing their powers and forgetting everything? I think they will, and then they'll pull a JK at the very end because they have to tug on our heartstrings. Because they've been doing that for the last couple of seasons, is that they make the very end, like, sad for no reason, and they're like, JK, everything's fine. Like, they've done that for the last 3 seasons. They're being like, everybody's separating, oh no. And they're like, but just kidding. Like, in the most impractical way ever. And maybe for Wonderful it was a little bit different. But definitely for both Hirogaru Sky and You and Idol, they're like, what if we made this sad for no reason? Just kidding. They've been doing that. I imagine they'll do it for this season. I'm sure there'll definitely be some set of like, oh my god, I'm leaving Mikuru and everybody behind to go to the future. And then she's in the future and she's like, oh, hark, everyone's there. But to be fair, well, I guess Luluka would lose her memories too if she loses her Makoto Jewel, but like, I imagine all the fairies will keep their memories. I'm sure Jet will just sit there and make some perfume and then everybody will reunite in the last episode. That is my prediction for what's going to happen, is that like, they let Mikuru not have her memories to go on and live her life and not know that she's going to give birth to Anna. And that's why Mikuru didn't know what was going on when Anna disappeared in the future. And then Mikuru and Anna and everybody meets up for Anna's birthday, and then boom, memories. A real Kingdom Hearts ending. Oh my god, Kingdom Hearts. It's a visual novel Sonic game made for the Sonic anniversary. It's surprisingly fun. It's short and fun and kid-friendly. Yeah, I was like, despite there being a murder, I bet Sonic's not dead. But I've not played it, so I'm not going to be spoiling that if that's the truth. I think I would cry if they did my Ibashi wishes and they forget everything. They probably will pull in my Ibashi wishes. I tried playing the last scene and I got stuck around the end. For which game? Is that Toontown? That game do be glitchy. I've been watching Wings from the start with a friend. We're on season 3 already, and we started past... Oh, you're getting into it. I don't think I even finished season 1 with Leo. I think I've been trying to get him to watch it, but I kind of gave up. I was like, oh... We got finally to the point in Wings where there started to be lore, and then we kind of fell off. Who's here seen Brand New Day? That's the new Spider-Man, right? I have not. Another JK is the last thing I need with this main writer. I don't want a 20-minute cry session like Mahoutsukai. It's the same writer, it definitely will be. We had a sad ending for Star Twinkle and we had a sad ending for Mahoutsukai. It's gonna be heartstrings are being tugged at the end of this. Must say, season 2 of Winx is very underrated. I really enjoyed it. Season 2 of OG Winx or the Winx Magic is Back or whatever it's called. Nancy Drew 5, the final scene. I remember the name. Those games are so hard! The Japanese one I was watching, I think I was watching Mint play it at some point. And, like, to play it, you literally have to beat, what's it called? Nonograms and stuff. And I was like, oh my god, the fact that they make you play these, like, really hard games and you have to beat it in order to beat the game is insane to me. Alright, we are creeping up. I'm gonna try to start switching it over for our watch-along. I have to remember how to do it, though. Alright, let's see. I want to do window capture, but I also need the audio, so I'll turn off Photoshop. I don't want to do display capture. I would like to do window capture. I think I have it I can use my tier list one. Alright, let's see. If I do that, I would like this one to be here. We'll use this YouTube. Open up YouTube. Okay. The question is, how do I get the audio? Capture audio beta. Okay. I guess something's capturing the browser audio, actually, because I have the background music playing. You guys let me know if the audio works when we switch over. Which I'll pause this now, which I assume will mute it for you guys. So you should have browser audio. We will be skipping the opening, because I don't think the opening will like me very much if we watch the Yield opening. And then I should just full screen this. And then... I didn't even know this was heart-shaped. Actually, this is probably from the opening. I think this is the underwater scene from the opening. But if you've never heard the opening for H2O Just Add Water, it's really good, by the way. But yeah, it's the 20th anniversary of this show, and it's really good, and it's silly, and it's Australian, and it'll be fun. Very Australian week. Sorry, you have to do 5 hours of Sudoku and grading English homework. God. The game is crazy. We watched it with the Latin American dub, and in one point, season 1, they used the R word and it was very, oh no. February, March, about to be my death day. I won't survive this season. It's gonna be crazy. Season 2 of the OG Winx, I don't think I want to watch Magic is Back. Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. I don't remember what season in Winx I stopped when I was a kid. I watched up into... it's like a major spoiler. I'm gonna say it's like the arc with the white mage dudes who all looked like Western cowboys on bikes. Who were like, we're the fairy hunters, we're gonna murder all the fairies. I stopped around there because they did something that made me really upsetty spaghetti and I didn't appreciate it and I stopped watching it because I was like, it's bad now. They did something to a character that I didn't like and I was like, this show bad. Anyways, we are about to watch H2O Just Add Water and I have no idea if the audio is gonna work. We might actually need subtitles just because their accents are so silly. So let me know if we need actually, I'll just put the subtitles on immediately. Make sure that this is all caught up. The accents are just oh so silly, so I may just have the closed captioning on, just in case. I may have to move it. I may have to, give me a minute. I don't know if this is full screened for you guys. I love that it's still moving it on that screen for you guys, but it's not moving the way that I'm moving it. Love that for me. I still don't think you guys are getting. Holy. Alright. hopefully it will figure out. Oh, the subtitle's way up here. Can I move it? Oh, I can move it. Okay, guys, we have subtitles. You'll be able to vaguely understand what's happening. I'll put it right here. Oh, you guys are not seeing enough of it. Never mind. I have to recrop this, which is going to freak out again. I think I need to take from this side too. And maybe a little up. Maybe a little up. Or it does not like me rescaling this. Alright. Here we go. I'm very excited to see this. I haven't seen this in 20 years. This show was my personality. This show was my personality. And I'm going to have to see if it's still my personality. Let's get into it. The watch along is ruined. It's ruined. Actually, I can probably slide this down a little bit further. Dude, this made me so obsessed with Australia as a child. I was like, oh, I want to live in Australia. Also, let me know how the audio is.
Awesome, that's 0.2 under my personal best. Emma, you were really motoring there. I'll do
the slang! The slang. You're really murdering that. I forgot that Emma was a professional swimmer. I forgot that she was a professional swimmer at the beginning of this series. That sucks for her, man. That's a bad time for you, Miss Ma'am. I'm so sorry. Also, I believe Cleo is technically the main character of this series, but I always thought it was Emma as a child. I had no media literacy. We'll learn that. I also will say this. I'm not gonna say who my favorite character is. I'm gonna let you guess. I'm gonna let you guys figure out who my favorite character is.
better than that tomorrow. Give me 2 weeks and I'll be ready for regionals. So cool.
Cleo. Hey, Cleo.
Zane. Ooh, I can't say anything because all of it is spoilers, but the feelings that this guy gives me are very conflicted. I'm a very conflicted child with good old-fashioned Zane. Oh my god.
Yes, that Cleo. I'm in some trouble here. Can you help?
His hairstyle. Why was that such a popular hairstyle in the 2000s? Why did they all were like, let's go with the hair where it looks like the barber didn't feel like trimming it equally? What were we doing? He looked like he trimmed his own hair.
I don't think so.
Come on. Please. My Zodiac won't go, and all I need you to do is just pass me the tools.
Why does she say yes? She's like, they know that Zane is the worst. And they're like, you know what would be funny? If we helped Zane out. Cleo had no agency. She had no agency. Cleo's accent is the silliest of the bunch. She caused an entire generation, me included, to not understand how actual Australian accents work. She is the queen of Arner. They tend to move underneath. Yeah, I can pull them up a little bit when they come back. Say words.
You'll be fine.
Cleo,
Took me a while to
please.
realize that someone stole my spark plug.
So, does it work without one?
Oh, it's still too low. Shove it all the way.
Nah. No spark plug. No spark.
And who's the
getting sick of
blind
that
guy?
thing.
Oh, the. All right, we're gonna rescale it because the subs feel like floating down to the bottom consistently. Ugh, my computer monitor too big. We're back. All right, they should be better. Also, like, Miss Ma'am, I'm sorry, but you're like floating in. You're floating in a marina. You'll literally run into the yachts behind you, and then you can just pull yourself over. Like, this whole scene is so funny to me. The 2000 were the era of almost mullets. It was a time. Also, I don't understand what season she's dressed for compared to everybody else. Like, is this an Australian thing? Like, she is wearing a shirt and then like a sweater, and then I think she's wearing long like bell-bottom jeans. And these guys are in like shorts. Oh, what? I don't know what he's wearing. I'm gonna be so for real with you. I also think I don't have my cursor turned on. You can't see me freaking out. Is there a way to? I need my cursor in here. Can I capture? It says capture cursor. I don't know why it lied. It's not. It's because I'm not clicked on the browser.
Anyway.
All right, now you can see my cursor. What are we wearing? What are we wearing here? What are these pants? But like they are like summer. This is like summer, spring. Well, she's looking like we're in fall, like a deep fall. I need answers. I was getting sick of the thing anyway. Oh my god, Zane. Zane, you little rich snob.
Why me? I didn't steal your spark plug.
Yeah, why
Because
Pip?
you're
Well,
here, Cleo.
Cleo.
My dad will buy me another boat anyway.
Just harass her for no
if
reason.
you get it going, you can keep it.
This isn't funny.
Are you kidding? Works for me right now.
But also, she would just float to the other side. I like that the boat is miraculously floating out to sea. Like, look at her, it's turned.
Zane!
Looks like you'll have to swim for it, Cleo.
She's wearing your nephew's bluey fit. Stop. Oh my god, it's Ricky.
Is this supposed to be some sort of rescue? Because there's a fatal flaw here. I don't mean to state the obvious, but we're just floating out to sea. Both of us.
Ah, look
You
at her
took that.
stealing the spark plug. Piss Zane off. Queen.
Zane Bennett's a pig. Anything I can do to get under his skin can't be a bad thing, can it?
You tell him, Queen.
Cool. Thanks, Ricky.
Oh my god, every time anybody interacts with her, she's like, ugh.
You know my name.
So
yeah.
funny.
Well, I've seen you around school since you arrived.
No one can.
I mean, I've meant to say hello and everything.
I also forget how often they go to school, because I feel like they don't.
Hold on.
I just don't remember them ever being at school. It's also hard to believe that I think they were literally my age when I watched this. But they always felt like they were way older. Yeah, get them. Get them. Oh, Zane. She just had the worst vibes. My first introduction to H2O was not suspecting the accent. Dude, everybody at my age was being like, oh no! Oh no! Oh my god, these cuts. These early 2000 cuts that they're doing. Also, my whole soul wanted to live like this, which was so ironic because I did. I lived on the water. I think around this point in my life, though, I'd moved into the city, but I was like, God, it'd be so cool to live somewhere like there. To be fair, I was much higher when we did not have palm trees. But I was like, God, imagine living somewhere where palm trees are. This was my dream. Like, what is that? What? Now, of course, it's gonna blur. But what is happening here? What are we doing? What's this Venice-looking boat we're rocking? Emma!
Hey, Emma! Want to ride? Are you licensed?
I'm not gonna lie. Emma is my op. Girl could not sit there and do something without being like, actually, I don't think we're supposed to do that. Oh my god, Emma. So my thing for me in my childhood was like, God, Emma drove me nuts all of the time. I'm gonna see how much that's true. I'm gonna have to measure it because, like, it's been years, and I was like, oh, Emma, you're such a buzzkill every time, and you cause so many problems, and you're so whiny. I wonder in adulthood if she's gonna be reasonable. It's one of those things where you look back and you're like, oh wait, she was the actual only smart one in the group. We're gonna find out. Was she a narc or was she actually smart? Zane's Hua subtitle. The subtitles are killing me. Gauging age when you're a kid is hard. I spent all of infancy thinking the Power Rangers were high schoolers only to find out that they were in their 20s later in life. It's a mixed bag. We don't know who anybody is.
Are you my mother?
Get her, Ricky. Get her. Which I wanted noted. She joined them. She made the choice to join them here.
Want to go out to sea?
Isn't it dangerous in a craft this size?
That is true. Okay, Emma is correct here. You are, this is me being like, I lived on the water. Yeah, you're not supposed to take a boat out that small. You should always have land in view. You should have like a swimmable distance of land between you and the boat.
Chill out.
Also, that is an expense. Well, actually, it's probably cheap back then because everything was cheap, but it was expensive AF. Now it pays for just a craft like that. Okay, but also, girl, I get you don't have your license, but like, what do you mean you don't understand the concept of fuel? What do you? Those boats don't last very long because their fuel tanks are not very big.
Are we chilled out yet?
So we're
Emma, you came along. Emma, you came along. I'm not letting that slide. You decided. You said yes. You let her do that. You could have been like, nah, man. You could have just rolled off the boat. You're a pro swimmer. Just swim back to shore. Instead of going back to 1999, let's go back to the mid 2000s because I miss these days, dude. Time travel H2O. The mermaid pool takes them back in time.
Floating. It's not like we're sinking. Not yet.
Also, I do believe in dinghies like these, you're supposed to have a paddle. Not a particularly long one, but I think you're required by law. Maybe the early 2000s in Australia was a different time, but you're supposed to always have a paddle.
I think we're out of fuel. Feel like paddling to that island?
Mako Island.
Mako Island.
Forget it.
Because of the
No
Mako
one
sharks.
goes there. It's surrounded by sharks.
Which I love, like, Mako reef sharks are, like, some of the least problematic sharks out there, but whatever. This is back in the era where we believe sharks were scary. The pre-recession days.
And reefs. And mangrove.
What do you mean she said mangroves? None of the characters are following the law, they're not. But also, I love how they're like sharks, which not a big deal. Reefs, actually a very big deal. You could run your boat into that and it would pop the boat. Like, touching coral is like touching 1,000 needles. But I love that she's like, mangroves. Mangrove. What do you mean, what are the mangroves? For those of you who don't know, mangroves are actually very useful plants. If you're ever wondering why the water is clear in certain areas in the world, it's because the mangroves are filtering out the water. They're a very important plant to the ecosystem, but they ain't gonna do anything to you. Who's scared of mangrove? The writing is so silly.
Well, it's all we've got.
Oh, they do have paddles. See, I knew it. Y'all should have just paddled back to shore. How far out did you go? See, they had 2 paddles. I believe this is a real place. I think the moon pool and the island are 2 different locations, but like, I want to go to Mako Island so bad. I want to look at this place. It's beautiful. Albeit, I don't know if it's like a place that humans are supposed to be going to, but it's so pretty. Cutters, mangroves, not the mangroves.
How are we ever
Mangroves
gonna
are
get
full of
back
critters.
home?
Even the snakes
Good
aren't that
question,
bad.
Cleo.
Oh my god, I realized I was muted then. I was going on a rant about snakes. Australia doesn't have that many snakes because they all came over from England when it was colonized. And I think New Zealand has no snakes because they said no snakes. Don't bring them on the boats. You don't get any. This is H2O by just add water, by the way. But yeah, I think all the poisonous snakes are in the Americas. I think Australia has like next to none poisonous snakes. Because they're all here. The Americas, we got our poison, we got our water moccasins, What else? We got our copperheads and our rattlesnakes. I don't think they have stuff like that. And I think they just have like kind of basic snakes. I do believe they brought over intentionally some snakes because they had a problem with the rabbits. Because they brought over rabbits by accident. They got on ships and they overpopulated. And then they brought in snakes, hoping the snakes would take care of the rabbit problem. And then they got a snake problem. I was about to ask if you were muted. Yeah. I'm trying to... I think the speaker is picking up the show. And I'm trying not to let the feedback hit my mic. So I've been trying to switch it on and off. But anyways.
Ask your friend.
Don't put this on me.
Oh,
Okay, it kind of is your fault, Queen.
Someone else took this thing miles offshore. You two are lucky I got this.
Emma's always really prepared.
Oh my god, Cleo is so funny. She's like, Emma's my bestie. She's always really resourceful. Who made Cleo the main character? The flip phone is sending me. The flip phone. Also, you're miles offshore. I thought you were judging how deafening the silence was. Australia has poison. Yeah, they have poisonous spiders and sea creatures, but not snakes. One less thing to worry about.
I'm so happy for her.
That phone will have no service.
I'm not getting any signal. We should try and get to high ground.
Is that true? Would that actually work? Gonna wait all her minutes. Stop. That was a 2000s problem.
Do you have any idea where you're going?
Just up.
Yo, bring
I'm
back
still
the
not
razor
getting
flip
signal.
phone.
Maybe we won't get a signal. What then?
Yeah, let's
What
just
if
die.
we can't call anyone? What if nobody
I would
finds
immediately be
us?
like, let's figure out how to get
have to draw
food.
straws and decide which one of us the others will eat.
Oh my god,
That's
Until
not
Dawn.
funny.
Is that you?
I'm relieving the tension.
You're making it worse.
Come on.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was in this circumstance, I would absolutely be talking like Ricky. I would be the one cracking jokes left and right, and people would find me insufferable. I'm not saying I have any favorites, but you guys might be able to figure out who my favorite is. Dude, the mysterious music. Oh my god, all this is sending me. Like, I can't believe how much I remember this OST.
Mind your step.
Why are we jumping like that, though? We could have easily just gone down. I imagine higher ground make connections easier. I've noticed more walls between me and my router. That's fair. That's true. So maybe that is a thing. Maybe that is a thing.
I can't do this. It's too slippery. There's got to be another way.
Girl, I would just literally slide. I would just slide my little butt down. Oh, Claire! We need to talk about it, though. What do you mean she slipped and fell feet first and then suddenly has going down head first? Down her spooky little pumice cave. What is happening? The show. Claire!
Cleo! Cleo!
Yeah, I was gonna be like, where's the nearest telephone tower? Where did the hole come from? We all be asking that.
I'm fine.
Can you climb up?
No.
Nor.
Are you sure? Come on, just try.
I can't. There's no way. It's too steep.
I've got to go down and get her.
Are you crazy?
Cleo's
doesn't
accent
make
just
sense
gets
if
me.
you-
Like, I should just naturally that abysmally Australian. She sounds like she's pretending to be Australian.
Are you okay?
My leg hurts a little.
It's probably just sprained.
I love you, Ricky.
What are you doing here?
Well, you came down.
She's
You
like,
were
I
meant
got
to stay at the
FOMO.
top and throw down a rope or something.
What am I? A mind reader? And what rope?
Got me and my rope.
Shouldn't we concentrate on getting out of here?
Yep.
I love this sticky slime cave that spawns beneath my jungle feet. None of these kids have they sure don't. Let me tell you, it gets worse as the series goes on.
Let's try here.
Oh, the innate desire to go to the moon pool. Dude. I was like, this is peak fiction. This was the writing that we all deserved. Like, they really just didn't have good mermaid series outside of The Little Mermaid. And Australia knew what was up.
Wow. This is like the cone of a volcano.
It's, not going to erupt, is it?
Oh, Cleo.
It's been dormant for 20,000 years. I think we're safe.
Okay, but is that an accurate number? I need to read on that. Are we sure it's been dormant for 20,000 years? Is that a plausible number?
Look, tidal rings. The level of the pool rises and falls.
So?
So it's connected to the ocean. There might be a way out.
All right, Loki, as somebody who swims a lot and has like done lifeguarding and everything, I don't understand. She's wearing a bathing suit. Why did you wear your clothes? Clothes are cotton, so heavy in water. It makes you weigh like 500 more pounds than you need to, and it makes swimming way worse. Especially like, I'll give it to Emma because her outfit is like strapless, but the other two have like abysmal outfits to swim in. I'll just say that. I wonder how hard it was to make this set. I do think, I know they worked a lot with, what's it called? SeaWorld Disney, I think, really did a lot of the production. They had really conjoined with them to get a lot of the sets and stuff.
I'm not going to like this.
Yeah, you're not gonna like it wearing a whole, like, hoodie. It's gonna make you 100 pounds. They also had to really train, I heard, for this.
Emma!
Relax. Just give her a minute.
Clearly, we can tell here that Miss Cleo has never been in water in her life, because the second your head goes under that water, you hear nothing. People could be screaming and cheering, and you will hear nothing but the silence of water. Like, also, if she's been gone that long, I'd be like, she did. She drowned.
I was right. It's about a 20-second swim to the reef outside. Straight through. Plenty of room. We can all fit.
Through there.
I love how she's like, we can all fit. Like, are we talking, like, we're not all gonna go at the same time, are we? We individually, just like, we could go. You're all about the same width apart. I also wonder, why would a connection to the water mean a way out when the water was the reason they're stuck? What is it they're trying to accomplish here? I think they got stuck in this cave, and I think they're just trying to get out of the cave. She has separation anxiety. But yeah, I think that they got stuck in this cave and they're just trying to swim out of the cave.
No way.
Go on, Cleo. There's no other way out. You can do it.
I can't do it. And besides, I can't swim.
So this is actually a big pet peeve of mine in reality. The number one reason why people who live like near the water or on islands die is drowning, but not drowning because like some big storm comes and it captures them. It's literally usually they go out on a boat and then they fall off said boat and then they don't know how to swim. What do you mean? Like, from the second I was born, my parents threw me in a pool and they're like, this girl gonna know how to swim. It's survival. There is a disgusting amount of people on this planet, especially living near water, that do not know how to swim. What do you mean you live in a coastal location and you don't know? Cleo, this is terrible. Your best friend is a pro swimmer. You never felt like you should get in the pool and she could help you out. Learn how to float on your back. Like, oh, it gets me every time. I swear to God. I forgot it was a cave. No worries. Stuckception, I hope they get stuck on the water next. Girl, why did you get on the boat then? That's what I'm saying! They have a death wish. I don't understand. This is an actual problem. Like, the worst part of this is not even like the fakest thing going on. This is a very normal thing that people do where they just don't feel like learning how to swim. I remember going to a swimming pool when I was younger. People in the desert know how to swim better than people who live near water. Like, they act like it's just gonna be second nature. Girl, you have to learn how to swim, and the younger the better. I wonder if they don't have swimming classes in school. I think most places don't. I do. For me, swimming was not something that was built into school because school didn't have a pool. But, like, you teach your kid how to swim, dude.
Everything will be fine.
I blame her family for that.
Sure?
Listen to her, Cleo. What alternative do we have? Stay stuck down here forever.
The fact that, like, Ricky didn't take off the little jacket on top of her, like, tank top is killing me. Because I was like, you guys took off your shoes. Take off. Like, I assume it's like a kid thing, even though, like, they're mermaid forms, they'd be showing shoulders and stuff. I'm like, girl, why are we in the water with the sweater on? It hurts me. It ails me. It's so heavy, and then you just ruined the sweater. Not the sweater was gonna make it out either way, but I was like, girl. You also should probably swim with your shoes, because you will need the shoes again. Even if they're wet and squishy, you're going to need shoes. What I think is funny is when they write characters that don't know how to swim, is usually make this character because an effing hammer underwater for some reason. They've been doing stuff like that. Oh my god, the moon. My favorite character. Gotta preserve the Walmart jacket. Brutal. Oh my god, look at the really... the little bubbles. Oh my god, early 2000s VFX. I love you.
Wow.
Her wearing the hoodie is offensive to me.
Okay,
She's like 50 pounds, like heavier.
Take a deep breath.
Just wear your tank top. Our parents will kill us if we lose more clothes. Truly. Okay, so she did, actually, they did put the shoes on. She tied the shoelaces around her arm. That was smart. Also reminded me how Laura didn't know how to swim in Tropical Rouge. Oh my god, Drew. At least she has an excuse. Why are you guys swimming together? Swim separately. If you bang against those rocks, you're gonna be all scraped up, and you'll have, like, rock burn.
That was more than 20 seconds.
Oh, relax. We made it, didn't we?
He was like, actually, that was more than 20 seconds. Girl, you're alive. Shut up.
I'm proud of you, Cleo. I knew you could do it.
This is the water police. Please make your way to the boarding ladder.
This is the water police. What did they call it? The water police in Australia? Is it not a Coast Guard? Is that the term? Is that the water police? I also love the convenience of them being like, we found you guys immediately. Y'all are lucky. Yeah, like, to be realistic, if this happened, they'd be dead. They would not be surviving. Not with these brain cells, they would not be surviving. It's the sound of the police. Don't y'all think this is a bit suspicious that the moon is glowing and the water is bubbling, and y'all don't get suspicious? Oh, just wait. We're only halfway done with this episode. Probably Coast Guard. Coast Guard makes sense. Water what now? Who are y'all arrested on the water? Stop. We need another moment of that. That was good. Look at this stupid little 2000s bubbly graphic. Look at this little wave graphic they made. Look at that transition. I love it. I love dumb stuff like that, but it was actually pretty good for the time. Oh my goodness. Oh. Your stream was interrupted. No! Oop. Is stream still live? Oh no. Is stream alive? No! Mm. Mm. I don't know if I came back from the dead. I can't tell. The notification went away. But yeah, if you guys are seeing this, if it's alive, which I can't tell from my end, we will have to table this another time. But you know, the water police be getting anybody. It's because I looked at this graphic. It's because I looked at this transitional graphic. But yeah, I appreciate you. We're back. We're back, but we cannot have any more mermaids. I could just go through this video just with images. The water police let you go. Yeah, I think if I play more, the water police will slap me again, which is unfortunate. But if I do review this, I'll have to do it the ye old-fashioned way. I'll have to sit there and like play clips, and I can only play a certain amount at a time. I think I played a clip far too long because you can watch this, and there's plenty of people who've reviewed this series, but I think you have to go and like again, you have to pause it a lot and do segments, and I didn't pause it enough. H2O just off water was too powerful. I know, but you know this will be the little flavor taste. If anybody is ever curious what the true experience of watching a review for this will be, we'll have to see this. We'll have to see this in review form. Maybe a really dramatic overlay on top of the visual. I think it's the audio. I think the audio is what's getting me, because they're not getting it from the video, because it's not getting the full video at all. I think it's 100% the audio that's gonna get me, especially the background music. Water police about to be like, where is she live? And blink. I know, I can't believe it. We got by the water police. We got in trouble. I don't know where I died to. I don't know if you guys even got to see me oogling over the fun little transition. Yeah, I'm scared to go further because I don't know if that got me a strike or not. Let me check the Z channel. Let me check the channel and see what it did. No, it told me someone else apparently posted one of my videos. Good old reposter. 100% your video. Somebody stole my Homura video. Thanks, YouTube. I love YouTube's like, yeah, somebody stole your video and reposted it, but you can't do anything about that. Mermaid on mermaid violence, truly. Yeah, I guess, you know, this is what you'll have to figure out how they became mermaids when I review this formally. Water police doing more damage than the Phantom Thieves. Get them. Get them. Yeah. There's too much episode and I don't want to risk we got 10 more minutes of content. I don't think we could get through. But yeah, I will formally review this in next summer. Next summer will be mermaid summer. I'm going to make it themed and we'll do maybe a whole year. Whole next year will be mermaid theme. YouTube, you're foul for that. I know there's some like really old TV shows you can get away with doing this. I guess this is not one of them. But to be fair, we got a whole 13 minute and 27 seconds into here without it getting mad at me. But yeah, the other thing we could do, which I don't know if I would get in this much trouble on, is I could try Twitch. We could switch over to Twitch. But I don't know if you guys want to go over there. I don't know if you want to try to do the last 10 minutes over on Twitch. No clue. I don't know, because that one will definitely have ads and stuff. Who knows? It's because we made fun of their name, now they hate us. I know, the water police did not like that. I do wonder if for realsy if there's like an auto detection for me saying the word police at all, and that made it a little bit more sensitive. You never know. But yeah, maybe I'll just in-stream. I'll just in-stream here. This will be a next year thing. Next year you guys will get to see my formal review. Yeah, Twitch ads are annoying. We're not gonna mess with that. We'll end off here. And then next year, we will see how I feel about this silly little show. And then maybe you guys can finally figure out which of the 3 main characters is my favorite, because I mean, it's really up in the air. I have a Twitch account. Yeah, I don't want to try it. I don't want, because the ads will just play for like 8 minutes, and then you guys will finally be able to watch something, and then you'll get another ad. I don't want to do that to you guys. So I will see you guys probably 2 weeks' time. When's Labor Day? It's not 2 weeks from now. I think we have more August. I should be here 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, we'll do something. But until next time, I will see you guys then. So, for now, bye-bye!